pop julep, pop julep.
Well, 2023 was the year of consistency. That's what we said, but we'll let y'all grade us on that one. But 2024, we're going to do more. That's it. That's the motto. Back like we never left. And of course, we come to you. I think we record more when we're sad than when we're actually happy about things. So we're witnessing somebody just got carted off, but it's 25-9. We have resident Eagles fan here, Titus. I'm just going to hand it off to you. The floor is yours.
I'd like to say it is now 31-9.
I'm a little behind.
The Buccaneers have now scored. Darius Slay just got carded. That was Darius Slay on the card, Levi. Just so you know, yeah, it was him on the card. So yeah, it's now 31-9. The score has happened once again. The Philadelphia Eagles season is going out in just a beautiful, burning fashion. Not gonna lie. What I do have, Levi, what I will have forever.
Mm-hmm.
Is the 24 hours with Cowboys jokes I was able to get off.
Yes, yeah.
And that will live with me forever.
I know that's gotta make you feel better.
Oh, absolutely. No, absolutely. Yeah. Them getting to lose first. I was mad about this Monday night thing. Like, everybody gonna watch us. We by ourselves. Everybody gonna watch us lose. Everybody gonna watch this embarrassment of a franchise. But Dallas, getting life at Dallas for a full 24 hours?
Yeah.
That's a real memory. Because I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that one coming at all. So that was real joy, and I needed that. That Cowboys game provided me more joy than the Eagles have in the last month and a half. Did
you see the Jerry Jones press conference after?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Levi. I ran to that. Ooh. I ran to what's the radio station that I found? The official station for the Cowboys. What's the name of that? Let me find that. 105.3 The Fan. I ran to their YouTube. I was in the trenches with the Cowboys yesterday. I was in there.
It was funny. After I sent you that screenshot, you know me, I'm not that familiar with. I get on Reddit every now and again, but I'm not plugged into it like you are. And after I sent you that screenshot, it was about almost 25,000 people. And after I sent it to you, bro, it had shot up to about 30,000 people. I don't know what the max peak of what it was, but my initial press conference of Jerry Jones, he just kept repeating over and over that he was shocked, which makes me believe he wasn't shocked at all, and he is ready to sign Bill Belichick as the new head coach. I think this is what Jerry was secretly wanting.
Let me tell you something. Arthur Blank not letting Bill Belichick off his yacht. that tweet didn't drop tonight for no reason. Like, the Falcons official Twitter account was like, we have interviewed Bill Belichick. I'm like, oh, it's up. It's up. That's a wrap.
Yeah, they tweeted that. That was last night, right? During the game?
I think it's tweeted 30 minutes ago, I think.
I thought I saw that, unless he was...
I just saw it.
I was impressed by the super yacht.
Yeah, I saw it from the official Falcons account. Like, the official Atlanta Falcons account tweeted it.
Oh, okay. So somebody else tweeted it yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, because
exactly. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
never mind. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you your outsider's opinion. Should I want Bill Belichick? Because I don't want Bill Belichick.
So here's the thing, right? I fully understand not wanting it, because it feels like we need to let the man rest.
Yeah.
So I totally get that. But I do still think his coaching I still think he's a good coach.
Yeah.
I just think he's a bad personnel person, and you don't give him personnel power.
The thing that scares me is we don't have a quarterback.
That's true.
And I know he will not have player personnel power, or at least all the power. But that does scare me. We are set up more as a win now team, though, because we are older than we are younger. And we got the pieces on defense to do it. It was really just the offense that lacked this year, mainly Desmond Ridder and that whole quarterback situation.
Yeah, and I really feel like defensively, you're going to be fine defensively. He's still putting up like a top 10 defense with teams he shouldn't be able to do that with. Like, he's got that. Yeah. It's really going to be, and like I said, you got the skill position players already in Atlanta. It's just about finding that quarterback part, which is the most important part, but that is what they need. But no, I don't think it wouldn't be my first choice, but it's not the worst choice, I don't think. I don't think it's the worst choice. I think it's safe. I think it's a very safe hire, but it like feels like a big deal because Bill Belichick, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's not an unproven coordinator. It's like, yo, this dude just coached forever and he knows what he's doing. So I'm not. I understand. I understand both sides. I see both sides. I see a little bit of both sides of it. I
I
see
feel
both
like part of me only, I think really the only reason why I do want Bill Belichick is because you know me, I'm one of those people, I put things together. I like to say, oh, this is a sign for this thing to come, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
me, I'm like, hey, this is how we get the Super Bowl, man. It comes back full circle. The only way we get the Super Bowl is for
That's
us to be
real.
led by the guy who had the biggest comeback
You know what? I like
against
that
us.
take. I like that
Yeah,
take a lot. Do you
thank you.
think Bill Belichick's ever had lemon pepper wings?
No,
That's what I want to see. Bill Belichick at a real wing spot, like
yeah,
a real wing place in the A. That's what I want to see.
yeah. Maybe not. He's probably had dry lemon pepper, but he hasn't had the wet lemon
Yeah,
pepper.
he didn't know about wet lemon pepper at all.
Yeah,
He's never had like the lemon pepper with the mild sauce. He's never
yeah.
done that. He's never done that combination. You don't know what that is. And I
Hmm.
think that would change his life, honestly. I really
Yeah,
do.
I
Um,
believe so. Oh,
yeah, and Fox's barbecue. I think you rock with Fox's barbecue
you
in the
you like?
stadium.
I don't like Fox's
I've only had their
barbecue.
wings at the Georgia Super at the Superdome or whatever it's called, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I've only had their wings there
Oh,
one time when I
really?
went. Yeah, I
See, I
went
didn't
there. I
even
went to
know.
the because they got one in the stadium, and I went when I went to the Eagles game a few years ago. They played the
Ah,
Eagles. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I went and had barbecue once there because
Mhm.
my boss at one of my old spots, he always raved about Fox Brothers barbecue. And is that an injury?
Dallas got us walking off the field
Yeah,
gingerly. We are
I
we
can
are
see how he
just
got
falling
hurt.
apart by the second.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's get off Fox Brothers. Uh, can I start with this? Who has the ultimate blame? I feel like there are multiple people at fault here for the Eagles, but does I guess Nick Sirianni
Uh,
gets the ultimate blame?
yeah. Before we get to, I would like to point out a tweet I was just saying. Jay Gruden, John Gruden's brother, he tweeted, "If I ever put a QB what Philly is putting Jalen through, I apologize. Pick up a blitz." Even Jay Gruden knows, and he
Yeah,
was bad. He was
yeah,
bad
he
at his
was.
job.
Yep.
So yeah, on to blame. Yeah, I don't know if you read the article that Tim McManus wrote that I sent you about this Eagles offense.
No, I forgot to read that.
Yeah, so it is. We're starting at the top. We're starting with Sirianni, and between what I read from that article, what I've seen from the Honest NFL account, which is somebody who was apparently a former Eagles scout years ago, but he really studies film and everything, and he really does like he has a lot of appreciation for the Eagles, and talks about them a lot, mostly because he used to be there and everything. He's familiar with the front office. This is a Sirianni thing. Every problem is a Sirianni problem. This offense has essentially been the same all 3 years he's been here. There's
Hmm.
not been any dramatic changes. I think Steichen was probably able to just make the best of it, but also teams didn't adjust to what we're doing. Now teams have adjusted to like, oh, so this is just like a real talent thing. You don't have any
Hmm.
schematic advantage. And that is a Sirianni thing. Sirianni's hands are all over this offense and all over the system. It's his system, and the coordinator's got to fit inside of that box. Part of the article today said that Brian said that basically players don't know necessarily who's calling plays sometimes because Sirianni will overrule Brian Johnson on certain plays.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
and
not good.
Brian Johnson's kind of fitting inside with everything he has to do is fitting inside the Sirianni box. So I've been hard on both of them, and honestly, both of them can go personally. Just because I feel like this is what it is, got to be a reset. On top of that, you got Jalen, and last year with Steichen was the first time Jalen's had back offensive coordinator since high school. And you know that you're
Hmm.
familiar with all the coordinators change. He had Alabama,
Yeah,
and obviously
but
went
he
to
had
Oklahoma
very
for a
good
year.
coordinators at Alabama, though.
No, he did, but it's just like it's you're getting a new one every single year. You have no
Exactly.
consistency. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like he had consistency one time and boom, went to a Super Bowl. So it's like kind of sucks to change it, but at this point, man, this is a coaching. This whole scheme, this whole collapse is coaching. You watch this game tonight, Levi. The Bucks aren't better than the Eagles. The Bucks aren't like talent wise better than the Eagles. This game was close off pure talent. It was
Hmm.
the Eagles players being dog. Devonta Smith out here like, yo, I'm not going like this. He
Hmm.
said, I'm not going like that. He was out here balling. Like this game was close off pure talent, not scheme, not play calling, not some schematic, not some like dramatic advantage with play. No, it was pure talent. Sirianni's entire system is based off we're gonna be better than you at everything. But you know what you ain't playing for when you're better than them? Them planning for you being better than them. It's like,
Hmm.
oh, maybe you are better than us. You know what we're gonna do? How about we just don't? How about we just don't let you get AJ Brown a single coverage? What if we don't do that? What if we decide to not give you that? Hey, what if we decide to blitz? You got any blitz protection? Nah, we don't do blitz pickups, Levi. You know we run on blitz. You know, I said on Twitter tonight, somebody was talking about them not having any blitz. I said we don't believe in blitz counters. We out here for verts and vibes. That's what we are. Verts and vibes. That's all we got. We got 9 balls and just vibes. Just yeah, man, go get it. And that's the whole thing with Sirianni, right? I love his passion. I love Sirianni. Like I love his passion, love the energy he brings. It embodies like all the craziness of Philadelphia fans. As one, like we're a little psycho. He a little psycho. I like it. But if you're bringing culture, that's all you're really bringing to the table. What are you? And that falls apart. What are you here for? What's your value now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the coach is falling apart. It's over. You got Devontae Smith and Hassan Reddick yelling at you 3 weeks ago while we were up about to win the game. This team's lost just 6 out of 11. Went from 10-1 to 11-7, basically. Counting this game. Like, no, it's bad, bro. And this is on coaching, and there's nothing else to look at. Like, I know people are like, oh, it's dramatic to fire a coach after making Super Bowl. Not when the coach is the reason you're collapsing. There's no injuries. There's no major injuries. There's no major problem internally. The internal problem is coaching. That is the problem. Period. It's all on coaching.
I do have a question though. Speaking of coaching, because I've yet to hear the reasoning behind it, but A, is Jonathan Gannon still y'all's DC? And B,
no,
what's wrong with it?
Gannon's the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
That's right. That was dumb. That was dumb. I knew that. What's wrong with the defense though? Is it DC?
That was some of it was Sean. I don't think. Well, defense is complicated, right? They built the defense on we got these dudes in the trenches, and they gonna go get the quarterback.
Yeah.
Howie's never valued the linebacker position for some reason. That's never been a thing he's valued. So we haven't had good linebackers in years. And we had 2. It was like we got DBs and 2 cornerbacks. No problem with that, Levi. One of those cornerbacks got old so fast. James Bradbury became toast, like real toast, and the league saw it, and I saw the league see it, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna get dark. And you know what they brought? You know what they said we're gonna fix that with? Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
Pencil ear man. Pencil in his ear.
The rocket scientist.
Yeah, like that's what they brought to fix that. So I think it's just been bad coaching decisions, bad hires, honestly, and a bad hire kill you. So I do think I don't know if the side was necessarily a bad hire. I don't think the defense gelled with the side because before that Patricia thing happened, before the Seattle game that Patricia took over officially. There was a report that like the DBs were like, yeah, we're gonna we don't necessarily need scouting report. We'll handle that film study ourselves. So it's like, that's not good.
That's not no.
At that point, that's not good behavior. But it's like there was a leak, right? On the defense. Defense had a little leak. Like, you're building something, right? It's like got a little crack in it, right? They didn't plug the crack. They just kept hammering and was like, it won't get bigger. And then the crack just got bigger. Yeah. Matt Patricia showed up. So now the defense is just useless. Just a useless defense now. I may or may not have tweeted that Matthew Patricia, hope you learn German, get ready to learn German too, will never be an American football coach again. I might have said that tonight. I don't remember. Could have said that. I said a lot of things tonight. But yeah, man, it
would have been funnier if you said, I hope you learn Canadian.
See, but I said German because that's what Jim Tom Sula is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jim Tom Sula is like a 2-time German football champ, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Salute to that. So yeah. I thought Canada was too good for him. They'll eat him alive in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, the CFL, he wouldn't be able to stop that motion wide receiver.
My God. Yeah. Oh, he'd have no plan. No plan. Speaking of, that's the other thing, Levi. When I'm watching the Texans play football, right, and watch them dice up the best defense in football with the Cleveland Browns, right? I was considered like number 1 defense in football, right? And I'm seeing like really creative play calling, and I look at the Eagles offense, I'm like, why you don't do none of that? Why we don't have none of that? Because we had a top 5 tight end, 2 top 10, top 15 wide receivers, 2 receiver stacks. So you have Devontae Smith in the top 10, whatever. So I'll say top 10, top 15. 2 top 10, top 15 wide receivers. Why you don't have none of them cool play calls? We're all cool play calls, Levi.
Yeah.
Matt LaFleur had the tight end yesterday that was open like it was a punt, and they had to go to the overhead camera to find a defender. We don't get none of that.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone that open in Philly. I've never seen it.
Trust me. Trust me. Hey, as a man who just had Arthur Smith for the
you
past 2
you
years,
feel me?
I feel you. I
Yeah,
feel you.
like you watch these creative offenses who are less talented than yours, and that's when it gets inexcusable. Like this is not this you can't behave like this, bro. You cannot succeed like this. You just can't. And it's even worse. Oh, oh no.
Oh, Jason Kelce.
Jason Kelce is giving Jeff Stoutland a long hug, and
Yeah, I see the tears. I'm a little bit behind you, so I saw the shot of him crying,
I don't.
and now he's about to give him the hug.
I don't want to cry on this spot. I don't want to cry on this episode, Levi. I really don't. I'm gonna really miss you. Jason Kelce didn't deserve this, bro. He didn't
He
deserve to
really
cry like
didn't,
this.
bro. He really
Like
didn't.
that dude, man. Kelce,
Yeah, that's who I feel the most sorry for, of course.
honestly, Kelce, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, like, God, man, so many like just guys who have only been in Philly, and this is how they're probably gonna leave.
Do you regret your praise for Baker Mayfield? Do you regret
I
getting on
don't.
the Bakewagon?
You know what? If I had to lose to anyone, is the Bakewagon is the only one I want to lose to.
Yeah.
Someone had to beat me. What I am sick of is, as an Eagles fan, I am sick of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a unit.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of them.
They've got y'all's number
They've been crushing
in the
our dreams
playoffs.
in the playoffs for years, Levi.
Yeah.
Years. Even when I didn't even know any better as a football fan, they had been killing me forever. I'm sick of them in the playoffs. But no, I don't regret. If I had to lose to anyone, it's the man I believed in, Baker.
Baker. Are you gonna continue to ride the Bakewagon then throughout the playoffs? Is that who you're cheering for?
The Bakewagon versus the knee biters. Man, this is a lot.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a lot.
Is that what the matchup is?
Yes.
Yeah.
How about that, Levi? 2 number 1 picks, cutting it up.
Dude, I'm so happy for them, man. I'm so happy for the Lions.
Me too. Like, I felt real joy for them yesterday. I'm like, man, that's awesome. That's really awesome. They showed like the 8-9-year-old dude who had season tickets since they like won the NFL championship. Like, yo, that's awesome, man. Good for you. Good for you, bro. That was the dope scene, man. That was a really dope scene.
That is cool. Like, that is always the best. Because of course, I mean, fans are just fans or whatever, but it is really cool learning those stories because every team has them, those loyal fans who will stick with you through it all. So it's awesome. Detroit, they're finally getting rewarded. But that's another team that has a head coach who's more of a culture coach. But I mean, did we ever doubt the Dan Campbell culture?
We did not. We did not. And I want to say, Levi, Kane said months ago, I said, yo, watch out for them Lions. I've been leading them. When we were good, I was like, man, when the Eagles were a good team, I was like, I want to see the Lions in the playoffs. I want nothing to do with that. That's when we were like 8-1 or something like that. So I'm happy to see them doing this. I'm happy to see Dan Campbell doing this because Dan Campbell, what he's done is he's made some good hires. Hires. They, as a staff, rebuilt the confidence of Jared Goff, and I think that was awesome. I like the Jared Goff story, honestly. I gotta say though, Levi,
you weren't a believer in Jared Goff.
I wasn't, but I like the story. But I gotta say, Levi, they gotta stop this. Oh, the Lions, Jared Goff got his revenge. Bro, the Rams won the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, they got the ring. Like they did, they got what they need out of that. And they got the ring year 1, like immediately. Like he was gone, and it was championship. Like as soon as it happened, we can't, bro. We can't do this. But no, like confidence, everything, man. Seeing Goff get his confidence and like believe in himself, I'm like, and with Dan Campbell, it's just infectious, That's awesome. That's awesome. He did golf it up a little bit towards the end of that game. Like, golf thing. You can't get him to win. He's not gonna win it for you. He's not gonna go in the game for you. Lord knows he's not.
It was awesome seeing him cry at the end of the game, though. I mean, that's what just made it all the better. It's like, I need some Dan Campbell tears, and we got him.
Yes, absolutely. Shout out Todd Bowles, man. Todd Bowles. They thought they were gonna fire Todd Bowles. Look at him.
Well, I was just about to. So here's my next question: do we owe Todd Bowles an apology? Because me and you have both said several times on this podcast he is not a good head coach. Great defensive coordinator, but we have slandered the man when it comes to head coaching.
And you know what? He still might not be. But you know what he did? you know what he did?
He found the will.
Those guys love him.
Yeah,
those guys love him. They fight for him, and that's dope. So yeah, shout out to Todd Bowles. Yeah, I will apologize to Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles got a playoff win. He's going to the divisional round, and that's more than we can say for Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, It is. Another question. So talking about coaches and who owe apologies, or well, actually, I'll get to him later. Who do you want as your new head coach? Assuming Nick Sirianni's gone.
Give me Bobby Slowick from Houston. I like what he do a lot.
The offensive coordinator? Yeah.
Yes. Give me the Lions offensive coordinator. I can't remember. That's Ben Johnson, right? Lions offensive coordinator is Ben Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me him. Give me any.
So you want OCs?
I want OCs.
What if it was what's his name? Mark McDonald.
Oh, that dude,
coordinator for the Ravens.
I wouldn't hate it. Because I do think our defense, Lord knows, we're gonna have a good defense coordinator. Because there's about to be some changes. Slay's gonna be a year older. I think he's on a 1 year. I don't know if he's gonna come back next year, honestly, and I wouldn't be mad if he doesn't. I love him, but this Bradbury thing, I'd be scared of all you over there. I'm scared of all y'all.
Yeah.
And Darius Slay was saying real old man stuff before this game. Because he was out because of surgery. He was like, I feel great. I feel like I'm 21. I'm like, that's how I know that's how I know it's over.
Yeah, he's denying it.
That's how I know we're at the end. Once we get younger, we are at the end of this journey, at the end of the road. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't mad at McDonald either, but I do kind of want an offensive minded coach, because I think whoever we hire, the goal got to be to get this offense right, man. That's the key. Like, there's no excuse to having AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, the offensive line we've had, Jalen Hurts, and to be inept on offense. 9 points, 9 American points in the NFL playoffs, Levi, versus the 9-8 Buccaneers. I understand it was on the road, but 9 points? No, that's unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable.
I kind of missed the play, but it looked like it was one. Did y'all have y'all's first failed tush push tonight?
Not the first fail, but first fail went in a long time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they missed the face mask because my man Lavonte Davis just grabbed my man Jalen like straight by the face.
Oh, he did. See, I didn't see that part.
He was like, "Nah, we're not calling it." Okay. No, they did stop it.
They did a great job of collapsing in, because he really wasn't going to get much anywhere with or without that face mask, probably.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like I entered my manic stage of Eagles fandom tonight and was just laughing at all the failure. Like that happened, I laughed like 5 minutes. I just busted out laughing, like, bro, okay, that's who we are now. We can't even get tush push anymore. We have nothing over here. Like, we can't even get that. So
yeah.
Levi,
that's kind of what I figured it was over for y'all too tonight.
Yeah.
I was like, when you're not getting the tush push, that just means it's not in your cards.
Right. I think what killed me tonight, and I don't know how much of it you watched, but like, how many times do you think Jalen Hurts was able to set his feet to throw a pass? Like,
not much. Not much. Like, I didn't get to watch the full game tonight. I was kind of in and out with my other job and all that, but never looked comfortable from anything I saw.
Yeah, no, because the Bucks I think they have the highest pressure rate. Todd Bowles like, we're gonna blitz.
Yeah.
No matter what, we bringing the heat, and the Eagles just like, we don't counter that. Okay. So yeah. And all the people. So Jalen's out here throwing everything off his back. But Jalen Hurts might be the most accurate back foot throw ever, because they don't have a choice but to do it.
Oh,
it's the only option.
It's that arm strength.
Yeah, right. And the show tonight, he had at one point 2 seconds to throw the ball.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how much time he had in the pocket. 2 seconds. 1, 2. You can't even do a drop back. That's like a hut, boom, ball.
Yep.
So yeah, man, 32-9 is the final score, everyone. So look, man, I wanted people, I wanted it to be bad so we can get people fired, and that's what I needed right there. This is unemployed Nicholas John Sirianni. You shine up that resume, big dog. You get that resume tidied up. You are headed somewhere, and it won't be back to Philly.
What's the probability? 100% in your mind he's going to get fired?
I honestly think it is 100%. I was a little worried coming. I think if the game would have been closer, he would have had a chance. And they lost like on some, on like last second field goal, he had a chance. But like the way it looked and how bad it got, and I think knowing that this wasn't a talent loss, this was strictly a schematic coaching loss. I think that's everything. Because Jeffrey Lurie was in that box looking upset.
Yeah,
he was in that box just looking like when you playing the game and it's cheating. He had that face on. I'm like, yeah, somebody's out of here. Somebody's out of here. So yeah, I think we're done here, man. With him.
Well, so talking about coaches and all that, there's one team that seems to be in purgatory right now, and the coach has come under question probably for the first time this year, And it seems like the fan base is sort of split. I would say majority's still in favor, but some people want to see Mike Tomlin gone. Well, what do you have to make of this?
They want what?
Yeah, so some people want Mike Tomlin gone. Yeah.
Personally, I think it's hard to say this, but I really do think that might be the right decision. It could be Tom.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a home for him in Pennsylvania, in the same state, just a different, different weather, different environment.
So that is another defensive coach you would take as your head coach.
I'll take my Tomlin in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I'd take him too. Yeah.
I haven't seen Mike Tomlin with a talented roster in about 5 years.
I was about to say, when are they going to start blaming the GMs?
Right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I haven't seen him with talent in about 5 years, and somehow he's in the playoffs every time.
Yeah. I mean, they've done a good job at getting some talent. Like the Minka move was good. Drafting TJ Watt was good. Some other guys, but I mean, George Pickens ended up being good. They got to get rid of Deontay Johnson. I mean, there's some locker room cancers in there. I'm not calling Deontay Johnson specifically a locker room cancer, but I'm saying there's a situation in there brewing between some people. So I think they got a clean house.
Yeah, they have just not figured the offensive thing out since Ben. And honestly, before Ben was done, they hadn't figured that out really.
Nope.
They were the most fraudulent 11-0 team before the Eagles were 10-0.
Yep.
They've been the will for us to be fraudulent. They set the standard for that. So no, bring him to Philly. We're gonna lose some inexplicable games in the regular season. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Give that man a talented roster. I don't know what he might do. And I think Mike Tomlin, Jalen Hurts is a dog match. That's just all dog.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I'm here for that. I dare you. Do it. Yeah, do it. Yeah, you ain't gotta go too far, bro. You don't have to go too far. Come on, Philly. I'll take that. Because you know me, Levi, I'm typically not like a retread guy anyway. I typically don't like the retreads, but that's an exception.
An exception to the rules. And I don't think anybody's necessarily blaming Mike Tomlin either. It's not that he's the fault. Yeah. It's just, hey, we got to do something. We got to get a change in here. And if the GMs aren't going to do anything as drastic as far as player personnel, then make a move with the coach, do something. Because it may require one of those things where you do need more of an offensive minded guy to come in and get really creative. Yeah. So
I do. And I think the other thing with Tomlin is that he might keep them too good.
Yeah.
They might need to bottom out. The thing about Tomlin and him never having a losing record, which is my favorite football stat, honestly. My favorite coaching stat is him never having a losing record no matter what the roster is. It is also kept them from getting in that top 5 area, top 10 area. They kind of need to find that QB. They kind of need that. So they've always been on the outskirts of that. But nah, man. Go ahead. It's time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jeffrey, don't you let him leave. Don't you let him leave the state of Pennsylvania. You call him immediately.
Yeah.
You text the Roonies, y'all firing him? Matter of fact, don't you let them fire him. Work out a trade. Trade for him. Let's trade for him. Let's trade for Mike Tomlin. Yeah, give him Sirianni.
Yeah.
He loved it. Pittsburgh loved him too, though. Pittsburgh loves Sirianni. Oh my God.
For a year or two, yeah.
Until then they see the truth. They see the truth like the rest of us. Yeah, just like us. But Levi, this has also created an environment where I think I have trust issues. I'm gonna have coaching trust issues. Because I watched Doug Peterson win a Super Bowl, really win one with Nick Foles.
And
within 3 years, that had to end.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Sirianni just went to a Super Bowl within a touchdown of winning, within a field goal, really winning that thing. And not even a calendar. It hadn't even been a full year since that happened. And he got to go. He has, you can't stay here. You can't stay here. You got to leave. I don't know how long it's taking me to trust the coach again, Levi.
I don't blame you.
Because this has been a lot. It's been a lot.
Yeah. Well, Dallas lost.
That's what's most important.
Anything else in NFL on your mind?
We talk about the Cowboys more?
Yeah, we can.
All right. I want to sing the praise song I had ready.
You got a Dak Prescott opinion?
Yeah, my man Dak Prescott said, if he's on the hot seat, I should be too, brother. You are.
Yeah.
you haven't said anything new to us. We know you're right there with him, bro. Honestly, overall with Dallas, I want to say we should celebrate the fact that 12-5 for 3 years with no playoff no
victories.
NFC championship is truly one of the greatest feats we will ever see in football. Like
It's
we have
impressive.
never seen so much like consistent failure.
And it's crazy because they'll put together games, bro, where they look like nobody in the world. It would have
Dog,
a slight chance of beating them. And you're like, yeah,
dog.
Dallas is definitely going to win the Super Bowl, but somehow they always find a way.
They were 16-0 at home, but they had a 16-game winning streak at home apparently. And they got mashed out by the Packers. That was different. I was like, what is happening right now? Like
Hey,
that was
what's up
yeah.
with the Packers too? I mean, besides
Man,
Jordan Love actually being good.
Aaron Rodgers passed ownership of the Bears and the Cowboys just straight to Jordan Love. He left the deed there, like, here, this is your property. This is your inheritance. Like like AT&T Stadium and and um and the Bears, these are your deeds. You
Yep.
keep these and you take good care of them. Do what you want with them.
Yeah.
Nah, man, like Mike McCarthy be getting his pants coached off, dog. Like
Hmm.
they just be coming down there just out coaching him badly. And the
Hmm.
thing is, I legitimately don't believe Mike McCarthy's a bad coach. I think he's a bad coach who want to win the Super Bowl. But I heard someone say something about him and was it Tony? It might have been Tony on Lebatard's on the post game show. He was talking about him in Carolina, I think. I'm like, I don't hate that idea for Bryce Young.
Yeah. He's kind of like a starter coach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's more. I feel like it's more common in the NBA where you got like a coach that can take the young players and teach them winning, but then you got
Yeah.
to get somebody else to get them to that next level. It feels like
Hmm.
that, but in the NFL, that's Mike McCarthy in the NFL to me. Like he can't coach a contender, but a team that like just needs to refine some refining on the offense. I think he's be great with that.
Yeah.
I think even Carolina's a dope idea. No, it
Hmm.
wasn't. It wasn't Tony. It was on the Unsportsmanlike show on ESPN Radio, because I ain't lie, I turned on ESPN Radio this morning like I need Cowboy slander. I am here to talk about the Cowboys today. So yeah, but yeah,
Can I say something?
yes,
What's been missed in this new era of audio, the podcast era, pretty much was what it's become. I clamor for, I mean, in these past few days, man, I have not clamored for live sports radio as much as I have since, Nick Saban leaving, because there's still a
man,
need out there, people,
it's
for
desperate.
live audio, live sports reporting.
Nah, for real. That first reaction is everything. I hate waiting until the morning to find like the real good live reaction that I need. I hated
Exactly.
that. I was at work like, where are the Cowboys tears? Where are they?
Yeah.
Find me the Cowboys tears. I was everywhere. I was on Odyssey. Is Odyssey? Odyssey? I don't know how to say it.
Odyssey. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Odyssey. Okay, because I said Odyssey and I felt like the other word Odyssey, like like Odyssey and the Iliad. Like I felt like
Oh,
that, so
yeah.
I got very confused. I was like, am I tripping? But yeah, no, I was up there. I was looking for everything. But yeah, live sports radio. You're right. Live sports radio is necessary.
I'm not biased or anything. It's not like I work in radio, but radio needs to come back.
It does. It does.
But
But yeah, man, man, that's ugly, bro. And I know they're like talking about, oh well, you gotta move on from Dak. Move on from Dak to what though? Like, what are you going to? 37-year-old Kirk Cousins with one Achilles? That's what you're gonna do?
yeah,
It's your only option, unless
and
you're
that's
gonna
probably what they will
fully
do.
reset. Yeah, unless you're gonna fully reset. If you do a full reset, then your window's closed. You're accepting that your window is closed for a few years. And I just don't think Jerry Jones is gonna do that. I don't think Jerry Jones is capable of doing that. I really don't. And honestly, like at 98 or whatever he is, I wouldn't be rebuilding either. Not resetting nothing. Y'all gonna figure this out. But not yeah, that Cowboys thing, it's brother, that's bad.
Mhm.
It's cooked. It is cooked over there. And I think it's awesome, personally. I love every second of it. They wanted to win the NFC so bad, Levi. They wanted to win that so bad. And they did it. And they got that 2 seed just to lose. Just to lose. And you know what's so funny, Levi? They would have beat the brakes off the Bucks.
Yeah.
They would have beat the Packers. The Packers came into Philly and why? Oh my God. All that motion. Oh
Hmm.
Lord. Matt Patricia his pencil would have broke.
Yeah.
They would beat the brakes off the Bucks, but no, they won that 2 seed and they got it. And they lost. And the same
Hmm.
weekend. Well, a day before we did. We didn't lose on the weekend. We lost on Monday. Didn't
Hmm.
count. Different. We lost in a new week. So, yep. How about them Cowboys? Thank you, Lord. That's what I sung yesterday when they lost. That's what I sung yesterday about loss was happening. I was on the ad libs and everything. Like, you've been so good. Has he been good? You've been. I was with it. I was like just in the kitchen, just singing. Yes, just praises to the Lord as the Cowboys were defeated.
Yeah, I'm glad you were handed that to help you cope with tonight's tragedy.
Lord knows I needed that.
Yeah, you did. You
It was bad.
did.
If they would have still been here in this way, man, 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 I can't even describe it. But yeah,
I'm scrolling
I'm
my
done
Twitter
though.
trying to see if I, sorry, I wasn't trying to
You
see
good?
if there's any other NFL things to talk about before we move on here. I see Wentz is trending.
Oh God, don't please don't. Let's not do that. Let's not ever do that again.
Yeah, it's mainly in Carson Wentz just watching this game right now. It's a bunch of gifs with different
Oh boy.
reactions.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
All right. So is that it for our NFL talk?
I think so. I think so.
I
Well, I
mean,
guess let's send some shout outs. Shout out to CJ Stroud.
oh yeah. Oh
That boy
yeah.
cold. That boy
He
cold,
is.
cold.
Hmm.
Like cold, cold, cold. And them and the Ravens, that's a game. That's a game, Levi.
You know,
Ooh.
you know who else is cold, but has been getting overshadowed by CJ Stroud's success?
Who that?
Will Anderson Jr.
He's yeah. They nailed both of those picks. They nailed
Yes,
both
they
of those
did.
picks.
They did.
That's why like when that trade went through, it's all about okay, who you gonna draft? They have nailed the draft.
Yeah.
Like they hit.
Have you
Shout
seen
out to
those?
that.
You see that picture going around too of that shot with after the game? I think CJ Stroud was dapping up, talking to somebody, and Deshaun Watson was in the background giving
Yeah,
the biggest.
that was a crazy shot.
I gotta say this, man. If that conspiracy that Deshaun Watson actually never did this was just all set up by the Texans. If that's true, if that's actually like a thing, I tell you what, man, that that's more genius than the whole puncturing Tyrod Taylor's lungs move there. I mean, they got rid of Deshaun Watson, and in return, they got C.J. Stroud, D'Amico Ryans, Will Anderson Jr. What a turnaround!
That really would be in the clouds. I also we gotta shout out Brad Holmes, the Lions general manager. His last three years, right, as general manager.
Yeah,
Nate Sewell, Amon St. Rob Brown, Jerry Jacobs, Afite Mefionwu. 2022, that's just a few of the names. 2022, we got Aiden Hudson, Jameson Williams, Kirby Joseph, Josh Pascal. 23, he got Jameer Gibbs, Sam Laporta, Brian Bench, Jack Campbell. Like that
bro,
man is he is peaking
he's
at
batting a
talent
thousand,
evaluation.
and
He really is.
anytime somebody mentions the name Panay Sewell, I think about myself making the joke of I'm tired of us drafting these wide receivers tight ends because it's when we got Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
So give me the Panay Sillon shot. I need Panay Sewell. And the dude's just turned out to be one of the best offensive
he's
linemen in the league
so
every
good.
year.
Dog, they took that whole first drive and was just like it was gonna run that on towards Panay Sewell's side, and you're gonna not do anything about it. And the Rams didn't do anything about it. They just let it happen. I was like, oh yeah, no, he's so good, bro. That was the right pick, honestly. I was like, okay, yeah, it worked out. And Aiden Hutchinson, incredible.
Yeah.
And the
Oh,
Lions,
and
Lions have really built something over there.
I mean, this was more on us, but getting Brian Branch so late in the draft too.
Yeah,
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 probably
great,
the
great.
best late round draft pick from
Yeah,
last year.
for sure. But yeah, I think we can move on from the NFL now, Levi.
All
Um,
right. Well,
we'll talk about we got enough Alabama sad. We'll talk about Tua another day. We'll get into that another
yeah,
day.
yeah. Well, yeah. Let's get into
Yeah,
him another day.
yeah.
I'm gonna pause the recording real quick.
But
I need
oh
to grab
yeah,
a drink, and then we
I
can
bet.
start part two.
Yeah.